Pisces, hello, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly reading. This is for April 9th through 15th. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's very important to leave a comment too, and definitely hit the like button if this is resonating with you. We're going to jump right in. First card, Seven of Wands. So you're up against something right now, okay? You're involved in some kind of a disagreement, some kind of a conflict, some kind of friction going on, okay? It's almost like it's your will against theirs. It's your word against theirs. I feel like you're under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. I almost feel like you've got some like back pain going on. You know what I mean? I feel like you have either some weakness or some actual pain in maybe the middle of your back, because I feel like you're being just kind of pushed down, like compressed by this situation, by the stress of it. And it could be manifesting as that back pain. Now, what is actually going on? Well, there may be a dispute going on with a superior, with someone who is in charge, someone who has some authority in probably your workplace. I mean, I guess this could be like a court case kind of thing or something. But I feel like it's taking place at work. And I think that you're having some kind of a dispute or disagreement or some kind of friction with a supervisor, a boss, a manager, somebody who has a little bit more authority in this place than you do. Okay? See what is the cause of all of this. I see a third party here. I see a water sign person, not you. Okay, I see that there's another person here. There may not be a water sign. It's possible that you don't know all of your coworkers' astrological signs. That's possible, right? Not all of us do. I feel like they're a Prince of Cups in the sense that they are a bit two-faced. They maybe are telling you one set of data, and they're telling this emperor a different set of data, okay? So I think that they are kind of a double agent. They're playing a little bit of the spy game here. I think that they are telling you something, and they're telling that authority figure something completely different, all right? And I think they're kind of the cause of all of this. They are maybe what has started this whole situation, this disagreement with you and the authority person, the supervisor, the boss, the manager. It may be that they have spread some misinformation about you, that they might be inciting some uncertainty about your work ethic, the quality of your work, or something like that. Some kind of rumor or gossip going on about your business, about your work, about what you are doing at work, right? Let's see if there's anything to that. No, we see an Ace of Wands. I think that you're someone that's very efficient. I think you're very enthusiastic. You're very committed. You're very much devoted to this company that you work for. So I can understand how this is really a stressful situation where it feels like you've really devoted your life to this company, this job, this organization, whatever it may be. It could be like a family thing too. I'm not too sure. It feels work or career related. You've devoted your energy to this situation. You've devoted your honor, I was going to say, to this, and to have this third party, this, maybe water sign person, this third party here, to have them speak ill of you, especially to the person whose opinion really matters, the emperor, right, the boss. Their opinion matters. For them to be spreading this disinformation, these outright lies about you, is rather painful. It hits you right in the chest, right? It just feels bad because of how committed you are, because you know that you've had nothing but the the best of intentions, the most honor and work ethic, and the commitment and the devotion to this position, this company, this organization. So that's quite a painful thing to have to experience. So I definitely understand that Seven of Wands energy. Now, up above everything, we see the Eight of Discs. You're somebody that just wants to exist. You want to do the right thing and make progress. You want to nourish and nurture your life, your success, your business, your projects, your everything. And you want to have just, a steady success, a steady growth in your life, right? You don't ask for miracles. You don't ask for anything unreasonable. You're trying to do all the right things to grow this life that you have, right? You don't want the drama. You don't want anything crazy. You just want to do your work and get the results and get paid for it, right? Perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. I think you keep your head down. I think you don't really rock the boat. You don't make waves. You don't shy away from a challenge, though, either. But I think that you're trying to devote your time, at least the time that you spend on the clock at work, right, or in this organization, you try to spend that time as wisely as possible so that you can maximize your achievements, maximize your efficiency. You know what I mean? You're really trying to just make every moment count toward your goal, toward your income, your quota, your success, your achievements, your progress, right? So in that sense, you're kind of, you've taken yourself out of the interpersonal dynamic in this situation. You know what I mean? You aren't really connecting with people on a personal level. And there is the Art or Temperance card. There is an art to this. And I think that you have maybe unintentionally distanced yourself from people in this workplace. That you're just kind of not making the personal connections, not having the jokey good time, not celebrating the birthdays, or you know what I mean? You're just you're keeping your nose down, you're keeping your head down, you're doing your work excellently. But you're not being friends with people. You're not engaged in their stuff. You're not gossiping or yapping it up about current events, right? You're doing your work. You're there, you're on the clock, you're doing your work. But I think that is kind of one component that is, at least in this situation, seems to be rather important, especially with this Art or Temperance card, this kind of bureaucracy, not bureaucracy even, but like not even the politics really, just like the kind of personal connections. People like to feel that, some people I guess, in their workplace that we're all friends, right? We're all a family, we're all really buddy-buddy with each other. And so we can form these little cliques and we can gossip and we can, get personal and that's fine, right? I feel like you're not interested in that. And I feel like that really is rubbing some people the wrong way. And I think that's why some of this is happening, right? So now if we're trying to find the way out of this situation, or the way forward, is the way forward trying to incorporate a little bit of this more personable, friendly kind of vibe into your strategy, into your work life? Maybe. It could be. The Art or Temperance card is usually talking about just that. Trying to find a strategy to move us forward, right? What is it that you have to do to get out of this situation? Do you have to open yourself up to being more friendly with people and being more personal? Or is it too late for that? The Art or Temperance card is trying to find a way to blend together. It's the ultimate scientist, right? Trying to find a way to blend together the fire and the water in a way that's not going to create an explosion, in a way that's not going to be poisonous or toxic, right? That's not going to destroy the progress. That's going to, in fact, make things better, right? So that is your need for a strategy. We need a game plan here to get out of this situation, okay? And there's already this conflict with this boss figure, this the employer, the supervisor, the manager, the owner, the authority. So we need a strategy for getting through that situation. I feel now with the Seven of Cups that you almost don't care anymore, right? This is the kind of the first elemental water that we see, right? And we've got this water down here, but that's kind of different. The first pip card, Seven of Cups. That's just a situation that has become really toxic. I think that you are now almost completely just poisoned against this whole group of people. It may not be a company. It may be a community organization. It could be a church, a lodge, a temple. It could be your family. It could be any group of people, really. I think that you're just so soured on the situation now that you don't feel like there's any saving it. You don't feel like there's any way to move forward. You don't feel like there's any way to really recover from this, right? So then we've got some more fire energy. This is the Princess of Wands, and I think this is some courage here. This is going to take a lot of your, a lot of bravery, a lot of your fiery spiritual energy, which I think you have in abundance, right? We started with this Ace of Wands over here. I think that you are going to have to tiptoe around this tiger. Try not to step on its tail, right? It's almost like, are you going to be able to kind of talk your way out of this? Are you going to be able to maybe pack up your stuff and leave in a way that doesn't wake up everybody else? You know, doesn't stir up any commotion. And that's kind of it's going to take a lot of courage, right? For you to get out of this situation without causing some destructive ripples in the rest of your life, it's going to take that strategy. We need to find a way forward. We need to strategize what we're going to do. Even if you're completely soured to this situation, you're completely poisoned against this group, this organization, this company, this family, whatever. In order to get out, you're going to have to make some dangerous moves, some very risky moves. You're going to have to be pretty courageous to break from this situation, right? And break in such a way that isn't going to be a detriment to you, right? If we leave a company in a certain way, they'll give us a bad reference. They won't give us our severance pay or whatever the case is, right? We got to have a strategy. We can't just react impulsively. Your biggest fear, worry, and concern. God, another court card. There's the Knight of Swords. Your biggest fear is that as you're tiptoeing out of here, someone's going to come swooping in and catch you, right? So I don't know why, but I feel like you're almost in this place against your will, kind of. You know what I mean? Like you feel that way now, I think, with everything that's going on. You feel like you have to kind of escape from this situation, but it's like you don't want anyone to catch you in the act of leaving. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just a reluctance to have this kind of confrontation. You know, maybe this is you trying to have a strategy, an exit plan that's going to minimize the friction that we have here with this emperor figure, the authority here, whoever the emperor is, you know, representing. So I feel like there's just this desire to avoid confrontation. You know, I think you've had the confrontation with this emperor figure, with this authority, the boss, manager, whatever. And I think now it's almost like at nighttime, everybody's sleeping, the tiger is asleep, you're trying to tiptoe out of there, but you're worried that you're going to wake somebody up and you're going to get, you're going to get called out, or the attention's going to be on you, or you're going to have to have another confrontation, right? And I feel like we're trying to avoid that now. And the final card is that moon energy, Okay, so that is kind of like we're escaping during the you know, really under the cover of darkness, right? In the middle of the night, we're trying to tiptoe out of there. So I think whatever is going on, there is just this, it's almost like it's gone too far now, that there is no turning back from this. There's no way to recover the harmony that maybe once existed. I don't really see any harmony here at all. You know, I think it was a situation that was working for you. You were able to do your own thing, keep your head down, and stay focused on your tasks. But there was all this personal drama going on that now you're just trying to you're trying to get out of there with the least amount of damage possible. You know, the least amount of, well, just this stress and frustration that I think is really starting to affect you physically. You know, not only that, but with the Seven of Cups over here, it feels like it's starting to affect you physically here too. You know, maybe the stress is leading you toward indulging in things that you don't want to be indulging in any longer. You know what I mean? Sometimes stress can lead us back to some old habits, some old bad habits, you know, that we were trying to be done with. So at the end of things with this moon energy, there is a lot of uncertainty here. And I think by tiptoeing out of there, trying to minimize the damage, right? Trying to get out of this situation as unscathed as possible. You're walking into the darkness of night, right? You're walking into a blind alley. And that could be dangerous too. But it's better than being kind of like captive here. It's better to be out in the unknown darkness and making our own way, forging our own path ahead, than it is to be stuck here where we know it's damaging. You know? So I hope this gives you, maybe it didn't give you any clarity, but I hope it at least gave you a little bit of motivation to just get your stuff and get out of there. Okay? It's not worth continuing this friction, this conflict, this confrontation with this Emperor figure, because I feel like there's no way to win there. There's really no way to kind of bring this to a harmonious conclusion. It's almost like two armies are battling during the day, but then, you know, while both sides are sleeping at night, one army just kind of packs up and like tries to sneak away. That's okay. Sometimes retreat is the best option. Sometimes it's the only option, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, Pisces, thank you so much for letting me read for you. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to do an extended. Click on the link right here and you can have access to all of the extended readings for all signs. Okay? This was your weekly reading, April 9th through 15th on Dove and Serpent Tarot.